Hi, welcome to our tourism edition of Beverly Business Today. I'm your host, Al Temkin, and whether you're a resident of the city of Beverly or you're just visiting us, you're going to learn some things about the sights, the history, the restaurants, and even places to stay right here in the Garden City. We're going to begin our tour right here at the Beverly Depot, which is actually a commuter line out of Boston that services both the Rockport and the Newburyport lines. The Beverly Depot restaurant, which is right here behind me, is a favorite watering hole for many of the locals. We had the opportunity recently to speak with Kevin Pence, who is the restaurant manager, about the history of the Beverly Depot restaurant, which used to be a train depot.
The construction started in 1890, and in 1894 it was completed. It became the Beverly Depot train station depot. At that point, it stayed a working train station until the 60s, where it was actually an antique store for a while. There was actually a fire in it, and when they went to redo it, the principals of the Barnsider Corporation picked it up and turned it into a restaurant. And since 1971, it's been such, the Beverly Depot Restaurant and Saloon. We're probably most famous for our steaks. Seafood comes in 7 days a week, the produce as well. Steaks probably is definitely what we're most famous for, but the fish over the course of 30 some odd years that we've been here has also been pretty popular. The salad bar is something that's unique to the Beverly Depot. You don't find many salad bars out there, and as far as salad bars go, it's probably the best one on the North Shore. We have two function rooms. One holds about 40, one holds just shy of 100. The upstairs dining room, the main dining room, is also available for daytime functions, whether it be baby showers, bridal showers, or what have you during the day, birthday parties.
I'm standing right on Cabot Street, which is one of two streets that runs parallel right through our downtown. Next to me here is the Cabot House, which is headquarters for the Beverly Historical Society and Museum, which includes much information and many facts all about the history of our city, and especially our buildings and our homes. One of those homes that we'd like to feature is the Balch House, which was built in the 17th century, in fact one of the oldest of its kind. And behind the Balch House is this massive Cumming Center. This used to house the United Shoe Machinery Corporation, which began operations in 1906, and at its height it employed over 4,500 people, which made it one of the largest factories in the country. When you walk along the path between the upper and lower ponds, you can read a lot of the history of the shoe on the different placards that you see as you walk along. The shoe, as it was called then, was famous for its amenities for its employees, one of which was the Beverly Golf and Tennis Club, which is still in operation today and is open to the public. In 1997, Cummings Properties renovated everything that you see. Now it houses over 2 million square feet of office space, which includes firms both large and small. It includes restaurants, it includes research firms, and medical facilities as well. Certainly a jewel in the crown of the city of Beverly is right here, Lynch Park. For you historians out there, Lynch Park was the summer White House to President Taft. Lynch Park is made up of so many beautiful places, especially two of the most incredible beaches on the North Shore, one of which is right over my shoulder. We're here today in the Rose Garden, which during the summer months you'll see many a wedding ceremony being conducted. The park is a great place to lounge, to throw a frisbee around, throw a football, catch up with friends, and just really enjoy each other's company. A must-do when you come to the city of Beverly is to go out for a nice dinner and a show at the North Shore Music Theater, which has recently reopened under the management of Bill Haney.
It went through a bad situation, as you know, and the short story is that I was able to come in and purchase it from the bank, and that was in February, and we reopened the theater in July. We did a lot before we opened this past summer. I did a lot in the courtyard. We did landscaping, gazebos, a lot of nice seating areas. We've reopened the Garden Bistro with some wonderful things like hot dogs, hamburgers, salads, sandwiches, wraps, things of that sort. The Backstage Bistro is reopened. It went through a major renovation. I'm proud to say it looks wonderful. The food is terrific. We've teamed up with a local restaurant group. They own a few restaurants in the area. Hale Street, Latitude 43, Walnut Street. a bunch of good restaurants, and they are now running the restaurant with me up on the hill. The titles this season coming up are Chorus Line, and then Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is coming before that, which is a fun show. And then we finish the season with A Christmas Carol starring David Coffey. We're already picking next year's shows now, if you can believe it. I'm saying we haven't gotten through our second show yet, but we're already picking next year's season now, and that's the hardest thing we do, is that, because it's critical to pick the right shows, then hopefully they're available to get the rights to. But we feel pretty confident. I like some of the titles we're coming up with right now. I think people will get very excited when they hear them.
When you come and visit us here in Beverly, you'll need a place to stay. We can accommodate. Beverly is becoming known as a restaurant mecca here on the North Shore, though we have several opportunities right in the downtown area to satisfy just about any craving. There are restaurants all throughout our entire city. For those of you coming to visit our city, or in fact for those that live here, please call the Beverly Chamber of Commerce. They can fill you in on all the details of the sights to see and the places to go so you can enjoy your visit or learn more about your city. We are full of surprises here in Beverly. I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for tuning in to this edition of Beverly Business Today. On behalf of the Beverly Chamber of Commerce, I'm Al Temkin. See you next time.